call the meeting to order. You didn't do any minutes, right, Mike? So we'll table all these minutes. We're gonna do them all in the next meeting. Any old business? Any new business? Okay. Dan, any updates?
The biggest one is I sat down with Lieutenant Collette from the fire department Tuesday.
Yep.
About AEDs, and got the information over to Amy and Josh to purchase through AED Superstore.
Yep.
Paul, you're on speakerphone and we're live and being recorded.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Sat down with Lieutenant Collette. We went over the AED stuff, and so we're going to get a physio control AED, which kind of mirrors what the fire department has, and we're also going to kind of give them a same service plan that they're on. It'll cost us a little bit of money each year, but a rep from physio control will come into the golf shop and check over the whole system, replace the pads if they need to be replaced because they only last a couple of years. Once the machine is in, I have to give Eric a call and we'll set up training. Probably, he said it'll probably be after the first of the year.
Yep.
We'll pick a date that the majority of my staff can go. We will owe the fire department money for the training. He didn't tell me exactly how much, but it's something he can bang out in about 3 hours. It will include CPR as well. So,
Oh, okay. So I was just going to ask that. That's good.
It'll include and then we'll just kind of go recertification. I think that stuff's good for a couple of years. So he said he doesn't use American Heart. I don't remember which one he said he uses, but
Okay.
But it'll be a certification process.
I know they've already placed the order because they sent me a email as to
Yes.
where to post the expense.
Yes.
How much was it? 35?
36 something?
Probably, yeah, something like that.
36.
Does your staff have to be CPR certified for any other reason?
I don't believe.
It's good to have for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's any requirements when you get hired. I don't even know if I have a requirement when I get hired. I had mine's expired at this point, but I've had it in the past. But
I mean,
it's certainly something to have.
I'm sure if you went back and looked at, your requirements, your qualifications and stuff like that, for the job, I don't think it's included.
I
don't believe it is.
Okay.
That's what I recall.
But so when that gets in, we'll figure something out in January or early February.
Right.
That way, it's good to do it off season anyways.
I'm sure does.
What's that?
The restaurant, I'm sure, needs like choke saver.
Oh yeah, he has.
Yeah, he's to get his licenses. I think
Yes.
he has to have that. So
Yeah, that's a requirement, I think, just to get the food license.
yeah.
You have to have all the certifications.
So that's the biggest report.
I just have a question on the, for all employees, will they be required to have some sort of CPR training? Because you're gonna have, it sounds like you're gonna have one training, like 3 hours, and then going
Right.
forward, you're gonna probably have new employees.
I usually have 1 or 2 new employees a year.
Right.
And it's
I mean, they should
some-
probably be exposed to some emergency training
you need
situation.
somebody running annually or every 2 years.
Yeah.
The tough part about trying to do the training in season, because we're open until 8 o'clock at night, and I can't get the mass. But doing it in February is good. The mass, we'll get everybody, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 of the girls that are at school.
Yeah, they're at schools.
And I don't know about the high school kids, they might be in sports and stuff like that, but
Right.
the majority of us will go through that. But, should, whether it needs to be a requirement for hiring, I don't know if that's
I'll check
a
this.
strongly suggested type thing or a
I
requirement.
would say strongly suggested.
I'll check with the mayor.
And see what, obviously other departments that deal with public law, obviously the lifeguards have it at the pool.
Yeah, that's different.
But I don't know what about,
That's one of their requirements. That's a state requirement.
I don't know if the rec department knows, they have kids though, so it's not like it's,
They may just have basic first aid,
yeah.
maybe.
So we should, get into the spring
Yeah.
be
Good.
better equipped. There's gonna be a cabinet that'll come with it, that is stuff to be mounted inside.
Yeah.
It's just a basic cabinet. It's not one of the alarm ones and something like that. So, but that's about it.
And will Todd have one as well, or will there be
No,
any?
nobody with us, which is fine. I mean, at least if something happens upstairs, it's
Yeah, you can run upstairs.
well, yeah.
You
If
just
that's
grab the
something
machine,
happens
right?
What's that?
You just grab the machine out.
One, yeah, one machine you go, whether it needs to be upstairs or on the golf course or whatever.
Right.
Similar, you know, or the range or whatever, you know. It's,
Right.
I asked about getting extra pads. He said, you know, don't worry about getting an extra set of pads. You know, if God forbid we use them, then we can figure that out at that point to get the replacements. So.
You just have to get replacements.
Yeah. I mean, they expire every couple of years, so if we've got an extra set of pads, which aren't cheap, you know, you could just throw out 2 sets of pads after 2 years,
Right.
rather than just 1 set. So,
Right.
other than that, winding down, I've got started doing the golf course schedule for next year for the golf course events.
When do you think you're gonna, are you the one that's gonna send out the lotteries for the?
I can do that. Yeah, I think I've got those on my computer
Okay,
for that stuff from last year.
yeah, maybe, if you do that, maybe before the end of December.
Yeah, I'll give them a few weeks to get it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Month or so.
But other than that, we're winding down.
Okay,
It's nice.
sounds good. Bill?
We just finished our final sprays today. Finished spraying greens, tees, and approaches. We'll finish top dressing greens probably on Wednesday before our next weather event, whatever it's gonna happen on Thursday and Friday.
Right.
And we're gonna try to blow up the system in the next couple of days. So, all the final buttoning up things, blowing some leaves, and we'll see if we see some snow this week or not. But next week's nighttime temps are.
Yeah, I looked at the.
Horrendous.
So, we'll figure out what we wanna do. Carts are probably nixed after this next rain event.
Yep.
And then we'll go make the decision on temporaries or not and see if it's worth,
Worth doing.
continuing on. So, that's it, batting down the hatches.
And you said that project's ready to go for the pipe and everything?
Yep, they're gonna come back in December when those guys are all freed up, put a diver in there, and away they go.
Any news on the new truck?
2 weeks out, but the PO's been generated.
Well, I already transferred the money, so.
The money's already been
Money
allocated,
here,
so, yeah, we're just waiting on the truck.
Okay, that's good. Truck. All right. The only correspondence was from Holy Family Academy, looking for a date for their tournament. Their first option is June 13th, and their second choice is June 20th. So Dan's gonna check with his calendar. He seems to think the 13th is probably available at this point.
When is that usually held, is it?
End of May usually.
Yeah, they usually hold it end of May, but they want to change it to June, so.
Well, it might be a little bit better.
Yeah, weather-wise, you may get a little better weather. But yeah, it's only really a couple of weeks. They always try to get the last Friday in May is what they were trying to do.
Mhm.
So, which kind of sometimes,
They usually sometimes around Memorial Day weekend.
yeah, kind of work at the Memorial Day weekend, so it's kind of tough. So it's nice if they want to go back into June, so. So I just need a motion to accept that date, if it's available.
Okay. You're gonna check it first, we're just gonna.
No, I think it's gonna be
Okay.
available.
Yeah.
Okay, so moved.
Approved, yes.
Second?
Second.
We're rusty.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, any chairman comments? Mike, anything?
Nothing.
Paul, do you have anything?
No, thank you again for your, the pro shop and maintenance requirements. I think the course is in great shape, can't wait till next year.
All right. Anything, Ian?
Is it possible we get new pins for the golf course? They're kind of wobbly.
Yeah, we were actually looking into that. I thought you were so close to not saying something. You were so close, Andy.
Well, you know,
It was like a Christmas miracle.
You know, I didn't have anything,
I know, that's the idea.
I'm like, geez, I did play out in Chicopee and they had some really nice, you
Yeah.
know, pins.
We were gonna
Very
replace cups,
nice.
pins, and flags.
Okay.
Yep, spending that money, we're spending it.
And some rakes.
And some rigs, yeah. Remind me again, the rigs for
What color the
sure.
flag's gonna be?
Yellow and white.
I played at a golf course, and that was pretty cool, during like Memorial Day and July 4th, they had American flags.
Okay.
Thought it was pretty interesting.
Nice.
Something different.
Sure.
Gets me to just buy them. Privately.
I'll absolutely put those on.
Anything else? Let's go through the financials. As of now, we have about 560,000 in revenue, which is 55% of our budget. So that's looking good. Expense-wise, we're at 363,000. I think there's anything, well, the only big item in there is the gator that you were buying.
Which has been paid for?
Right.
So that-
Yeah, that's already been paid for,
Yeah.
yeah, that came out of the supplies.
Yeah.
I did see that go through. But everything else is pretty much considered ordinary expenses. So we're at roughly a surplus right now, about $227,000.
Minus the indirect costs, obviously.
Why?
I say that every time, huh? We're net.
Well, put it this way, we can cover the indirect costs.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty good, really. I mean, it's pretty good that we're already at 55% of our revenue.
Correct.
I mean,
That does seem high.
huh?
That seems high.
We've never had a fall like we just had. I've never seen
I don't-
I've never seen 2 months of 70 degrees and sunny every
I
day.
know. Look at
It
you.
didn't even try to rain.
Just look at your greens fees.
Well, there you go, right?
Greens fees are at 270,000 from
We
from
never make
July
money in
1st.
October. We steamrolled October.
And even the golf guys, 220.
They went out.
Yeah.
No rain.
So, yeah, it's been pretty incredible. And, just putting it aside, putting it reserve for one of these, what I call a rainy day fund, because it's gonna happen.
Literally rainy days.
Yeah, at what point do we talk about next year's rates for memberships?
We're gonna do that next meeting
Okay.
with the budget.
Okay.
We'll meet next week. You know, we meet next-
Yep. We meet next week.
I just had several questions, people asking for things.
Yeah, because Paul was asking about something too, so we have to make we can discuss it and see what we want to do, so.
How many did you check how many new members we got from the,
I didn't double check
No.
it after the last batch. We're up to about 785 total members, but that includes, everybody. So I don't know, we probably around 50 new members. Or returns that have paid, something around there, but.
That's something else we can discuss too, whether or not we should cap it.
Or just raise the rates.
Raise the rates, we'll cap it up by itself.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we can look into that. I just need a motion to accept the financials unless there's any other questions.
I make a motion to accept the financials.
second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Next meeting date is going to be, pretty quick. Want to do the 16th? Is that good with everybody?
Yes,
When is you leaving?
January
January, okay.
9th.
Okay.
That's good with me.
Need a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Have fun, Polly.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul.
See